Hi, we're here today to learn how to identify an ash tree. Green ash and white ash look very similar, and to help you figure it out, you can take a look at the trunk of the trees. In the mature trees, there's a diamond-shaped pattern to it, kind of a light to medium gray color. Younger ash trees are a little bit smoother, so it's not quite as apparent. When you come over to the leaves, branching structure on an ash tree has opposite branching. Not every tree has that. So all of the different twigs, unless they've broken off in a storm, should be coming out opposite each other. And then for the leaves, this is an entire leaf, and it's made up of leaflets coming off on opposite sides. So it can be anywhere from 7 to 9. Sometimes on younger ones you'll only see 5, but they'll come out opposite, and they all have a terminal leaf at the end. So that's usually the easiest way to tell. So the easiest ways for ash trees, there's some lookalikes, some walnut trees, hickory trees, sometimes box elder trees get mixed up with ash trees, but you want to look for the 5 to 9 leaflets with the terminal leaf at the end, the opposite branching, the diamond pattern bark, and that should lead you in the right direction. If you need more information, there's a lot of pictures online. The Morton Arboretum website has some great pictures and identification tools that you can use also.
This ash tree was treated with the Legacy Project, which is a grant that the Village of Glen Ellen received several years ago. This tree's been treated now for about 3 years and looks really healthy. About 200 trees were treated through the Legacy Grant Project with the Safari insecticide that was injected into the ground at the base of the tree. Again, this is another example of a success story with treating ash trees versus removing ash trees in the village. To date, approximately 600 trees have been treated with the various different types of treatment, triage, safari, and also an injection that's administered by the certified arborist at Public Works, another soil injection method. We're diversifying the different methods of treatment in order to have success. In case any one of those does not prove successful, we'll still have ash trees in the Village of Glen Ellen. This is an example of 3 trees that have been treated with an insecticide called Safari that's injected into the ground. The Village of Glen Ellen is part of a grant program where a company has come in and performed this work for the village. The trees are tagged to identify each tree, and then data is taken each year after the treatment to see what the condition of the tree is. These trees look excellent. They've been treated for 3 years now. Will continue to be treated for the life of the tree. This is an ash tree that was treated with triage. The treatment is for stopping the emerald ash borer from killing ash trees. The way it is injected into the tree is through a porthole that is installed into the tree. It does not hurt the tree. And the insecticide is put right into the tree for a very effective method of treating for emerald ash borer. The Village of Glen Ellen treated approximately 200 ash trees with this method of injection of triage in the year 2012.
Eric Hendrickson, a certified arborist with the Village of Glen Ellen, and what we're going to be showing you here is demonstrating the method that the village uses to treat trees in-house. It's a soil injection method. We've got a backpack unit that allows us to inject a metered dose of the chemical we're using into the soil around the trees. Basically, this is the unit that we use. It's allows us to apply a metered injection of the chemical. This button fills, there's a chamber in here that fills with the dose, so this button fills it, and then once we get the unit in the ground, the other button injects it. It's got a counter so we know how many, and we apply a certain number of injections of chemical based on the diameter of the tree. So this helps us keep track of how many doses we've done as we go around the tree.
The Village of Glen Ellen has treated a total of 600 ash trees in the parkway to prevent emerald ash borer from killing the trees. This tree has a dead branch, which is a symptom of emerald ash borer. This tree shows extensive woodpecker damage up the main trunk of the tree and severe canopy loss. This tree would be a removal candidate. It is not worth saving once it's in this condition. This tree shows a symptom of D-shaped holes in the bark and sprouts at the base of the tree. This tree had no canopy at all and was another candidate to be removed. When ash trees line the parkway side by side, and all of the ash trees at that location succumb to emerald ash borer, the village has to remove them, and it has a devastating effect. The trees behind me are ash trees that were not treated with any treatment, and you can see that they have been damaged by emerald ash borer quite extensively and are beyond treatment stage now. When there's 50% canopy loss or greater, the trees really do not come back from emerald ash borer after being treated. So the optimum time is to treat trees before they're in this condition. These trees need to be removed. They're going to completely die and bark's going to fall off of them probably within another year or so. So we would want to remove those trees. Right now is the time to treat ash trees in the village of Glen Ellen. The village has been treating trees for several years now, and a large number of trees are being treated. Homeowners can do the same thing, treat the trees on their private property, front yard, backyard. So check your private property, see if you have any ash trees. If you have ash trees in this condition, they should be removed. Ash trees in this condition should not be treated. But trees that are in better condition than this, having more leaves than this, should be treated now, so to prevent them from being victims of emerald ash borer like the trees behind me.